Hi everybody, welcome back to Regrowth Revisited episode 5 with me, Sid. I have been busy between episodes and we'll catch up in a moment on everything I've done. First things first, I have got a little thing. I'm not entirely sure whether this will work. Certainly half slabs blocked experience orbs, so half slab didn't work. This might not work either, we'll see. But just in case it doesn't work, I can get up here and shut them out. And outside, we now have a wall all the way around. And over here, we have a little filter, so that just drops them down, so they end up in that space where I can just doink them. Reasonably, this is done all the way around on the outside, so that is that. Now, I have been busy crossbreeding crops. They've got 4 patches of these guys now running, on a full 10-10-10 quality. Where I'm breeding anything, I am taking it to full quality regardless. Partly because I'm a completionist, and partly because when you have a crop with a 10-10-10 set of traits, when you cross it with another crop with a 10-10-10 set of traits, you get a crop with a 5-5-5 set of traits. So it's actually beneficial to have a slightly better crop, such as like this is a 6-8-6. These are coming up, these are coming up, that's a 10-7, so eventually that will grow up there, and obviously I'm just pushing these out. We've got wolfsbane from witchery, we've got snowbells from witchery, we've got garlic from witchery. We are racking this stuff up. This is pretty good. And we've also now got the mystical red flower seeds. So yeah, we've brought the belladonna and a whole load of stuff up to full 10s, so all good. And in here I've also set up a crafting frame. I mean, it's not perfect this, because you still have to click, but you know what, to be honest, it takes little to no time to run that piece of work, and then you end up with a whole load of essence, and we've got loads of other stuff. Now let me have a look at this. If you look in here, we have got 16 quests with unclaimed rewards, and that is because I've been breeding crops like they're going out of fashion. So I have done the red tulip. It will give me some red tulips, pink tulips, alum, cactus. Interestingly, you don't get cactus from cactus, you get green dye. So that cactus may be the only cactus we'll get. I haven't done cucumber, that's there. We have got sweet corn, so we'll claim that. We have got blue orchids, so we can claim that. We have got melons. We've got barley. We've got cotton. Dandelions. Haven't got daisies yet, actually. Must go back and do those. Blackberries. Artichokes, snowbells, and I'm now full. This is always a problem when you start claiming a lot of rewards at once. I think the rest of this just either goes in here, food, or in here, witchery, cotton, that's food, pink dye, green dye, blah blah blah, cardboard box. Right, let's go back, claim that. Wolfbane, get some wolfbane, blueberries, garlic, and that is everything. Furthermore, we'll keep those because those are not statted. Furthermore, I have done a lot of these crops all the way up to full 10-10-10 quality. So these are up here, and wherever possible I'm keeping at least one in here, but if I've not got them planted there'll be more, so there's enough to plant you know, entire things. We've got nature seeds up, we've got essence seeds up, we've got sugar cane. All of these are fully maxed out. So that's a bonus. And that's something I'm going to continue doing between episodes. I'm not going to necessarily be doing much with that today, because I want to push some of the other crops, because what we really actually need is copper. So let's go back out of here and look at what the world came to. And there's a couple of quests. This one I am unsure how to do, because my seed infestation spores. Let's have a look. Infestation spores under some other crops require special soil, blah blah blah. Infestation spores, I don't know how to get them because they require mushrooms. You put a mushroom in a mana pool and you get an infestation spore. Oh, you can do it with shimmering. I wonder whether the objective then is to perhaps try the caves. Maybe the caves are where you would find the mushrooms. However, magical fertilizer, is just some floral, some of you. We need some mutandis and various other things. And what I probably should do first is just sleep the night away. I'm kind of keeping the mobs down by sleeping, although I have got that little murder hatch now. Pardon me, I'm kind of keeping that, you know, as a back pocket item. So let me have a look. We need you. I need mutandis, which is, I need some more bone meal. Plenty. Let me get in here and go and do this. So we need the mutandis first, which is that plus that plus those plus those. That should give us plenty, and then we should be able to put you in and go 1, 2, I'll make 3. We've got enough. And I'm running out of space again, aren't I? That's perfect. Just what we needed. Pop you up there. Magical fertilizer. I'm not probably going to use it anyway, but we'll take the mutandis. Probably most useful. So other than that, we've then got what the world is made of, and this is where we're into copper. So we need floral orange powder, weak essence 4, floral orange powder 16, and 16 clay. I also really could do with putting some of this stuff away. This is not comfy. Tell you what, it can all go up there for now. So clay 16, that is in there. We need 16 of those, I think it said. Actually just 4 of those, 16 and 16, okay. That's even better. And then we need the floral powder. Now I used up all of my floral fertilizer that I had to make me that. That gives me 16 of those, and now somewhere I should have. You're going to be in my little pack, aren't you? Of course you are. No, you're not. Okay. Wooden stuff. There you go. Wooden stuff. So that gives me a whole bunch of you. That in turn will give me essence of copper, so we'll manual submit, claim reward, and we're going to use you along with okay, that doesn't look helpful, does it? So regular infusion, copper seeds. How do I make copper seeds then? Copper seeds. Yeah, you need 4. How do I get 4 of those without copper seeds? Alright, oh hang on a second. Repeatable quest. So I need to repeat this over 3 days. Combine it with an essence seed, which that's easy, we can get more of those. And more of those to get 1 copper seed. Alright, and I'm going to need 2 copper seeds to spread the... Oh god, this is going to take a while then, isn't it? Of course it is. It's regrowth. Why am I surprised by this? To be honest, I'm not. However, so we need you. I need to get 8 of those. That's going to take a number of days. So, where to put you safe there. Till we've got 8, that will get me enough to make 2 copper seeds. I am most definitely going to need to get the orange mystical flowers. Ideally, because so I need red and yellow. Yellow is dandelion and orange tulip. Okay. Have I got orange tulip? I don't know. Definitely got dandelion. I haven't maxed out orange tulip if I have it. I'm going to be honest, I don't think I have. That is a red tulip. That is a pink tulip. So if I want orange tulip and I need a yellow tulip, hang on. Dandelion and orange tulip, that requires blue orchid and daisy. That's where I'm missing. So blue orchid and dandelion. So if I can get blue orchid and dandelion and get those crossing, then we should get a daisy. So you know that bit where I said that I wasn't going to be doing this episode? I'm sorry I lied. But we are going to do other stuff. For one, we need to continue working on these, but let me... Do I want to do it that way? Yeah, why not? It's not going to work though, because I've just, yeah. These need to be unhinged from that and be made normal. Because those flowers only grow on things, and I'm not going to do them in a cross. I am going to do them like that, and I'm going to do dandelion and that gives me 4 spots to grow these. Okie dokie. That's the pink tulip. I've got another pink tulip there, which is fine, so I can get that one underway and push all the rest of these. But let us just check, because there was other stuff. The way the world works was this: it needed 12 clay and some mystical grey flowers. So 12 clay. And 10 mystical grey flowers. Hopefully I've got those. Was it light grey or grey? I think it was light. Yes, it was. Manual submit, claim. So that's your Clayconia, which is the end of that bit for the now. And if I remember rightly, that is something along the lines of if you put dirt or something around it, it spits out clay. Functioning Clayconia. Moisten nearby sand, turning it into clay. This uses a decent amount of mana, but nothing too insane. Quite frankly, right now, I don't think I desperately need that. I can probably sort myself out some decent stuff. There was another bit in here which was interesting, which was what the world enables, and that was to make a snorkel. Now, one of the problems I've had gathering clay is that I can't stay underwater for very long, so I need glass lenses. So there's 2 glass and 4, and I happen to have cooked a load of glass because I figured that I'm going to want to make a greenhouse at some point. I'll need more than this, but there you go. Let's just do those, and those. With those, that will give me the 2 lenses, and I think, was it just 2 sugarcane, wasn't it, which is in here. There we go. And that's going to give me Pearl Oyster, How to Dive, and a Sea Witcher's Guide. Oh, okay. We need to go and get a Pearl Oyster. So you've seen a few things at the bottom that might be blah, blah, blah. However, the water is too cold. You're having trouble holding your breath. Maybe you can make something to help. Okay. So I need a Pearl Oyster now. We need to go diving. Okay, at least I'm doing something other than Palancé. Although it has to be said, this pack relies very heavily on the agriculture. So expect a lot of plants. Every single metal that we're going to need is plant. I suppose it's different in some respects to every single thing needing thing. Now, where do you go? Do you just go on my face? You do, okay. Then we need to go and find a Pearl Oyster. I don't know how easy it is to spot them. I suppose I could have made a boat. Very dark down here, isn't it? Yep, I'm not. Well, at least I don't die immediately, and it will make getting. Now this is 1.7, so boats are just going to break if you look at them harsh, isn't it? So, and I don't think we can illuminate anything any better with this. So that is, if I remember rightly, those things are hollow. Need copper. Can't do it with flint though. Still, what's that? Is that a bit? That's a sea hive, I think. Something down there. Corals. Okay. Perhaps. There, I see one. Just, I think it was about there. There it is. I went too far. Should have brought a shovel because the mattock is a bit slower. I'm going to start taking damage. That's alright, we'll survive. Right, so that was that. Of course, the reason I made it was to gather clay, not for that. So, time. Oh no, plenty of time. Okay, we've got you. We'll claim the reward. So we got a silver pearl. We got this, which tells me snorkel. And then air pump. Air pump's what you're going to need in order to use a diving gear to breathe underwater. Once crafted, you're going to place it down. They have a range of 64 blocks each way. You can pump by clicking them while RF to their buffer, power them directly. Okay. And we've got the diving gear, yep, which is a long way off. Then we've got the scuba gear, which is still a long way off, with the air compressor, which is a long way off. So, but right now, we've got this. Which is better than a kick in the face. And we've got a Sea Witcher's Guide, which tells us how to make some stuff. Okay, which we'll come back to. I need to eat, and then we need to, while we're... I did see, I'm sure I saw clay somewhere around here. There. We'll try this from above. Won't give me full range, but at least I can. Yeah, I stopped carrying the shovel and the axe because it seemed kind of pointless. The mattock is reasonable when speed isn't of the essence. So that was my kind of thought process there. I'll grab a little bit more clay. Just while it's light, and then we'll head back and see what we can see. Maybe pass a little bit of time, get a bit more copper thread going. Because if the thing I can do is, of course, is I can do a little bit of plant growing between cuts, and we can come back as we get the copper seeds, because we can get one planted while I make the second one, which would seem kind of sensible. Salt block. Yeah. So just grab this clay and then I'm going to head back. I'll see you in a moment. Alright, so I put down the runic altar, by the way, just as a thing. While we are pushing these, so I have got the daisies. And the daisies plus the blue orchids will give me the orange Bidoofa Hoofadoofa, which will allow me then to make the orange mystic flower. Which we can then use to get the orange petals, because I am now out of orange flowers. However... So we were there, okay, that's good. And that's 1, 2 on its own, so you need to go again. You still not splitting. One of the things that I would like to do is also sort out my storage room, because this is not my storage room. That's some storage, but it's not, and it's been fine up until now, but it is now starting to be limited. So while I am pushing these and also waiting for these 2-day cycles to reset, which is not the end of the world, it's Minecraft, 2 days is like 30 minutes, you know, and it's not even 30 minutes because I sleep for a fairly sizable portion of said day. So yeah, just like real life, I suppose. So yeah, not the end of the world, but we obviously do need this lot to do its thing, and I think that's probably got me. No, it's not. They're just going to be identical. But I was wondering whether, when they stack, it can mean, well, it means obviously one thing, which is that the stats on the actual seeds are the same. However, because the stats on the seeds being the same is the chances is fairly low on some of these because of the way they are kind of growing. It can often be an indicator that the plant is at 10 10 10. But it doesn't always mean that. So yeah, always worth not getting excited, because these have got some distance to go. But we really do need to get this copper, and I have got so far 2 of the 8 I need. Once I've got 8, I say 8 because 1 will allow me to grow it and get a copper thread. But, and it's a big but that I cannot lie, 1 is not enough to operate, because really what you want is a plot of, really what you probably want is a plot like this for each metal, but that becomes quite large. Now what I would like to do is put a storage room, and I think I would like to put the storage room, I want to put it under here, but the question is, how do I want to access it? Do I want to access it from inside, which we could do. There's water behind that block, so I do have to remember that that's the case, but that's fine. But we could come down 1, 2, and then 3, and then come down like this. Now I'd like to get maybe 4 or 5 blocks down. I'd like a fairly deep room. So that's 4. That will be 5. And I also do want to make sure that I'm not leaving anything to chance for spawnability. And we'll just use the stairs thing to bring that in. I will need some more stone. The repairs are getting less and less effective as well. That's another thing you find with this version of Tinker Construct. The repair mechanism is less effective each time you do it. So yeah, we'll get a big room down here, lots of storage space, and there's the wall. So that's one side. We'll get a little bit of cobble out of this as well, which is nice. And then we can go this way till we reach the next block. And world should be good and happy. And it also means that while I'm just kind of excavating this, I'm getting time for my crops to grow and consequently split and give me the things that what we want. The things what we want. That's good English, John. But they'll come down. Oh, that's not where I want it though, is it? No, hang on. That's got to go back one. would have preferred to have a gap of 2 there, but that's going to have to come back 1. Because that and that, and then we'll have that there. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh, hello. Let's just use you. So that's going to keep me busy while we push this, and I'll be back as soon as I've got, well, something to report. Back in a mo. Alright, just a quick update. Progress is being made. Crops are being grown. I now have mystical yellow flower seeds. I'm just waiting to get a spare mystical red flower seed, and I'll bring that in and try and grow the orange mystical flower seeds, which will give me the source of the petals for that. Because I'm fairly certain we can't make shears, because that's a lot going to be gated behind at least copper, but most likely iron. And yeah, we're growing these, we're making wood. In terms of what's going on downstairs, we've made progress. We've got a space. I have a problem that I can't break that without copper tools. So yeah, that's staying for a while, but we're going to put in, basically we've got the same thing. Chests, and then these are going to be either barrels or drawers. And sun's going down, so I better go and have a quick snooze. But we're going to quickly throw another couple of quests down just while I'm doing it, which are, well, one's a storage quest, one's a, well, I suppose the other one's technically a storage quest as well. But let me come down here. We need to go and let me grab you. Couple of those. Grab those. Grab that. Grab that and that to make that. And that should be the bookcase. And then it wants me to make a book binder. So I'm going to guess that that is used somehow. Oh, that's just string and paper. Why bookcase? Now, I suppose a bookcase makes kind of sense, because we can put the bookcase down and we can just eat the books in it. I think the book binder is more useful for stuff that you want to keep on the go. So we could do that. See, Lexica Botanica is probably one that I would want to use more often than not. But let me just go, because I should have some other books kicking around. We can put those away. We will make the bookbinder. That's a given. Just for transparency, I have died once. A couple of episodes ago, I got taken out by a skeleton. I was in water and I just could not get close to it. So yeah, that was a thing. Transparency. I'm going to create a graveyard. That grave will go in it. Probably. So I think that's all the bookage. Have I got a couple of stringage? I have got a couple of stringage. So we can at least make that, which will give me stuff. We'll take those. If they go into the bookcase, then they might as well go in the bookcase, and that, for example, as well. But yeah, so this, I remember at this stage. Oh God, you won't take those at all, will you? Okay, that's fine. We'll take that though. You'll take that, and you'll take that. So that's all good. We'll put those books away. But I'm going to keep working on expanding and building up that that stuff. But this gives me tooled up with knowledge, cartography basics. So it wants me to make an empty map, drafting compass, trade of cartography. Okay, so it's making us use vanilla maps, witchcraft, herbology, Observations of an immortal. Okay, feeling salty. This is all mariculture then, isn't it? Yes, it is. And we need to do the tinker stuff. But that's fine, we're not playing there right now. What I wanted to play is here. So it wants a 2x1 draw. Well, that's fine. I don't really need a 2x1 draw specifically, but you know what? Let's just make a couple of those. And I'm going to guess that. Claim, and that'll give me the 4x1 draws, which that is actually 16 storage slots, which we can... No. Damn it. Went behind. What have I got to jump on? That will do. And then we might as well put in those. There, that's as good as any. Now we'll want to use more of the 4x4s, but what I was thinking was getting the coloured dyes that I've got going down here, so I can bring down what I've got, because that is 16 coloured dyes, 16 slots. It means I'm not storing stuff in chests, and all is good. I also do need to just keep on top of my crop growing and just keep basically extending that out. So for example, that one I want, you are doing your stuff slowly, albeit 10-8, 10-7. I think that will give me that. These are both 10-10s, so when I'm just basically stocking those up ready, I don't think I need as many of those either. But I'll be back in a bit. See you in a minute. Alright, another little smidgen of questing we have is the improved chest, which I managed to get the recipe wrong. That's the Mark 1, and that is the Mark 1. Now, what's improved about it? I'm not sure what's improved about that. Let's go and get another 8 and see what's what. Because I mean, there you can upgrade them, so that's the thing. You can do a copper or tin or iron. And you've got a bronze, gold, steel, lapis, yep, quartz, alumite and diamond. So there's obviously, I'm going to guess these are the size ones, but I'm just curious, I do need that, as to what else is improved about them, if anything. So let us make... Ah, damn it. Two more. So they do, and they don't go any... Not entirely sure. there anything we can change? What the colour? Oh, hang on a second. That's what's changed. I mean, it takes wool. That might be better than using the chest we've got down there, because then we can just stack chests up potentially. Well, we got that. It's going to give me 4 more, so we'll have them. And that takes you on to painter. Okay, I'm going to guess that the painter is something that some of these I'm not, you know, I think they are just, yeah, they're out of our league at the moment. That is Swapsies. Oh, so we can do a basic upgrade. Hang on. So we don't even need. We just need paper and cobble. Relatively cheap, isn't it? Okay. Should we go and get one of those just to see? Boo, 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 boo. I should have a piece of. Should have the makings of a piece of paper. And I've certainly got cobble, although still chiselled. Chisel. Let me. Might as well do 12. So we can do this. And then we can come over here. Chest converter Mark 1 or oh, you want a chest converter? Okay, what's there? These things with the sudden like changes. Chest converter Mark 1. Improve chest and hang on. So are you telling me all I need is to do that? And then what this is, let me just double check. Before I go and do that, let me just see if I go. So, okay. So that actually didn't. No, it gave me the chest back. Okay. Alright, that's a bit lame. But we'll take those because we can. Maybe grab you, and we can pop you in there. Then we can grab that. It's going to be a bit chaotic down here, I think. But, yeah, we can work with these. Right, and what else we got? I'm just kind of perusing the various upgrade options. So we've got bye-bye bag and we've got a void bag. Yeah, I'm not interested there. I think we've more or less, we've got the crafting work table. Yeah, fine. Let's head back. So what have we got? We've got the that requires iron, so we can't go there. We're still here, and we need to do these, which we could make a start on. as well as those. Nothing really there that's helpful. This is all books, which we'll come on to. That doesn't things. This is where we just were. Encoding, we've got unlocked. So I need to get a using a scoop to breathe the manage to collect some bees. Yeah, okay, it's hardly the most exciting thing in the world. That was braces, and then we've got Life of the World. We've got a couple more quests that we've completed, but and then nothing. So we are kind of locked behind this copper, and by inference all the iron and other things. So yeah, I'm going to keep on pushing. If I can get 1 copper seed this episode, that will be, I think, a win for me. I think 2 might be optimistic. Back in a moment. Alright, so I have managed to get not 1, not 2, but 4, actually 8 now, because these are crossbred. Mystical orange flower seeds, and we are going, because we're currently improving various other bits and pieces as well. These are up. Those blueberries, for example, are 10, 10, 10, and I'm just getting myself a set of 5 of those to put away. The thing similar over here and here. Got less stuff going on, so what I'm actually going to do is these ones we are going to harvest. And I'm going to carefully not pick up those seeds because I want the improved versions there. And I'm going to grab these lack of improved versions and there, because obviously I only got 6. Now I don't think I can use you to make any fancy way of getting the mystical hoof and what's-a-majigs. So even though I've got the orange hoofer, I don't think I can make. So you can be made into, well, eventually, maybe there, into that. But the only way to make that is with a thing, a snapdragon, which I don't have. I can make it with orange tulips. Oh, interesting. Maybe I didn't need to go down this route then. That's a spare orange thing. But we'll grow those. We'll keep improving them. I have got orange tulips, I think. I've got them in a 10, 10, 10 version as well. Let me just grab that while I'm at it, and grab that while I'm at it. That should be a full set, and grab that while I'm at it. That should be whatever, and then grab you while I'm at it, and that's one of them, and then we can just get you crossing. Right. I'm conscious of time, so I'm not going to rattle on now, plus it's also night time, so we should probably go and have a snooze. But we are getting close to being able to make a 3rd piece of copper. And once we can make actually lots of pieces of copper. Right, the orange tulip, actually no, that doesn't help me at all, does it? Because the orange tulip just gives me orange dye, which is not what I want. So that's less exciting. We're almost to 10-10 on the wolfbane. So this batch of seeds, which I've been working on now for about 12 hours or so, is rapidly approaching the point where it is perfected. The daisies are miles away. Actually, they're not even that far away, are they? I just saw him walk past my window out the corner of my eye. Hello. Right, let me do what? Let me go and put the blueberries away. We're so good on these. Look, we're now into a 2nd compartment, so that's a thing. wanted to just check if I've got tulips. Now, I should have potentially been given some orange tulips. Didn't move them downstairs yet. I'm moving stuff steadily down and getting things in. So they must be here. So that's another 4. It's still not enough. And I'd actually like one of those for the storage drawer there. There we go. Right. Yeah, so I need to obviously do a little bit more growing and production and the likes, and I'll be back in a bit. All right, we're making progress. So I've got a batch of just 3 here, and then I've got these, which every time I change out these 4, I get these 4 petals. Other stuff is growing. I'm trying to get blue mystical flowers. This is the Aran and the blue orchid. Benefit of getting everything up to 10, 10, 10, by the way, because you might be going more other than getting extra crops and faster growth speed, is the offspring are 5, 5, 5. Basically, you get half the stats of the 2 parent crops. So, yeah, you have a good chance. There you go, mystical blue flower. There's 1. That's only 2, of course. So let's get that one going. But we have got 33 things. So these are 10, 10, 10. So let's just go and see what that is. But I think it should be 5, 5, 5. I think when the offspring is different. Yes. But we're getting to the point where we've almost got 10, 10, 10s of everything. Now, if I go in here and take everything bar those, that's 32, 32. Could have sworn I picked up 8 of those. Maybe I didn't, or maybe, oh, I think I know what to do. I harvested and put it away. So that should be... we just hand the quest in, don't we? Of course, I can only hand in 1. So if we go to what the world is made of, I can only manually submit that once to give me number 3. And now I've got to wait 2 days in game to get number 4. I have everything lined up on here except for those copper threads. So yeah, that is a thing. These will be 10, 10, 10, so I'm getting 5 of these and we'll harvest those up. These are getting close. These are 10, 10, 10s, so again harvesting those up. It's just a matter of doing this, and also thinking about the other mystical flower seeds, because we've got quite a few to get. So yeah, we'll definitely between episodes be doing more growing and cross-cropping to try and get those. Of course, you don't always get them. Sometimes you get the stuff you don't want, which is fine. Honest, it is. But yeah, a lot of mystical crop growth. Anyway, I shall be back in a second because we still need to wait 2 days to get the one more thing, and then we can get our first copper seed. And I'm going to try and use this to get our second copper seed, because once we've got our second copper seed, then we're rolling, because then I can breed that up, get 9 or even 18 or whatever going, and we'll be laughing. But until then, we need to wait. So back in a sec. All right. We've got the magic. Oh, hello. We've also got another thing, but more importantly, we have the magic quest reset. Oh, good grief! Of course, I went and did that, didn't I? I keep doing this. I harvest that, go and create the little weak essence bundles, and as a result of things. Now, I'm not entirely sure 2. I need a screenshot. I'm not entirely sure if I need... I hope I've got enough mana to do 2. I should have. That's actually a surprisingly large amount. And then we need to do... Yeah, so we do need to do the living rock and wand on it. Okay, that's fine. Just wasn't sure because it's a seed. So I know you have to do the living rock and wand on the runes because obviously they're made out of living rock. The seed would seem to be an odd thing to be made out of living rock. But there we go, we have a copper seed. So the copper seed just grows on standard soil, so we can put you on there, and then we can use you to harvest 1. I'm not going to get 3, I don't think. 2. Oh, I might. 4, I should say. We will. That's excellent. So that gives me 4, which we can then go. This is quicker than doing it the way I'd originally thought I was going to have to do it. So we need you go in there with 4 of those and 1 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need a mystical living rock thing, and because that means I can start breeding them up. It's going to be slow because they're going to be tier 1 seeds, so I need the seed as well. Hang on. There is a solution over here. This is my little seed generating plot. And then we can pop all of those on.
I'm just going off to see Reese.
Missy's going out there. And then we can put those on. And then we can put that on. And that will give us 2. And we are finally out of the Stone Age. Well, we're not out of the Stone Age because, you know, we need to. I think you get, is it 9 of those? Well, we'll have a look. Hang on. Boop, boop. So if we have a look at the recipe, those use of those 8 of those makes 6 copper ore. We can put it through a grindstone to get a second output. We can smelt it, or we can put it in a crucible furnace. Or a smeltery. Now I can't. Oh, hello. Let me just get these going. Yeah, I might as well use you. I want to give you a little step up. Right. So we've got copper, or at least we've got copper seeds, which means we can potentially move forward. We've still got tin and iron to do. I need to get the other colours of seeds. So there's going to be a lot of seed breeding, which I'm going to try and do between episodes because it's just, well, it's not the most interesting thing in the world. Let's be brutally honest here. It's well, I haven't. Yeah, okay. You should be a 10. And that was so I didn't need to. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's not the most gripping thing, and consequently, you know, I suspect that we don't really want to be doing. Oh, I don't do that yet. Doing too much of it, but I do need to do it. I need to improve the seeds, grow the seeds, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's an interesting situation to be in, shall we say. But once we've got copper, we can make copper tools, we can do all of that stuff. I'm going to have a look, let me just have a look at the smeltery controller is seared bricks. Seared bricks are cooking grout. But we can't make grout. How do you make grout? Do I need... Oh, I bet I need to... I need to use the ingot caster. And that I need a crucible furnace. So yeah, there's I can't shortcut it, even though I know about how to make Tinker's Construct furnaces. We can't shortcut that. So anyway, yes, lots of progress, although it seems like, you know, a strange amount of progress at the same time. But we will, I think what we'll do, we'll go 4-way on that beastie, because I'll get more copper that way as well. And yeah, we don't want you. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.